Hope you guys having a great day so far. I'm in Puerto Rico. I just bought this house, so I had to come out and see it. So I'm not in the studio, so I apologize, but I had to jump on and talk about the things that's happening right now in the world of cryptocurrency. Now, the biggest thing that I think in the last 5 years has happened, the lawsuit has been dropped with SR. The lawsuit has been dropped with SEC, with the SEC, with XRP. We're going to go over that. Uh, I just wanted to, like I said, it's going to be a little bit wonky because, again, I'm in Puerto Rico. So things going to be a little bit crazy. Uh, Hopefully, you guys can hear me okay. Uh, yeah, I just bought a house in Guayama, in the jungle. This is where I like to be, away from everybody else. See coconut trees behind me and stuff like that. But Uh, I just want to talk a little bit about XRP, what's happening right now. Be a little bit sweaty, a little bit off, but I hope you guys can understand what's going on. So give me 1 second to catch up. Make sure everybody does know that we're all live right now. Give me 1 second. Actually, I'm gonna turn the timer on. Give me 2 minutes. If I have it, where's it at? So I am back. Like I said, as I apologize for being late. Lots going on right now. We're going to discuss Starlink here. Sometimes things don't work 100% right. A second here. No. Yeah, we're on Starlink here, so everything doesn't work 100%, but we're still going to try to push through this. Um, I'm trying to get everything right here, so something's off. I don't know why it's not picking up this camera no more. Probably it doesn't make sense, but we can still go. We still have one camera on. So like I said, is that XRP is now, the lawsuit has been dropped by XRP. The case began in 2020 when the SEC accused Ripple of selling XRP as an unregistered security. One of the biggest things that made me switch to the XRP army is that XRP and Ripple never backed down. Now, if you know the history, you know that I hated XRP at first. Now, I've come from an old school cryptocurrency where I thought Bitcoin was supposed to be transparent. There's not supposed to be any companies or corporations involved. I believe that XRP was the bad guy. Like so many people that are against XRP, especially the Bitcoin maxis, they believe that XRP is the devil because there's a company involved. Now XRP is separate from Ripple. I want to make that clear, but because Ripple has heavily involvement in not only choosing the verified validators, but they also are they own a large percentage of XRP, and they're very heavily involved in the development of XRP into the future and its success, people think that Ripple and XRP are inseparable, and that's somewhat true. And a lot of people did not like that, right, including myself. But when this lawsuit broke, I did not like the lawsuit. I feel like they just chose XRP because it was the easiest to go after, because there was a corporate structure behind it. Not XRP wasn't is separate from Ripple, but the corporate structure didn't go after somebody. It went after Ripple, and Ripple did sell to XRP to fund a lot of their business practices, which in a way could possibly make it a security. But almost every crypto did that from that point at that time. So people didn't, it wasn't as bad as it looked like. So when Ripple started fighting back, they fought. I really started liking XRP. I really started liking Ripple. And then like I said, I had a breakthrough moment. I was at a conference in 2000, I believe around 2019, 2021. I think it was it was before the lawsuit, really. That was right before the lawsuit. I met a guy, a banker, at a crypto conference, and he made me see that XRP had a place in this market. So this is what we've been talking about all week. For 2 weeks, I've been telling you that the lawsuit's almost over. People said I was crazy, didn't know what I was talking about. Now, all the signs were there. If you can read between the lines, all the signs were there. Brad Garlinghouse is in the White House. XRP is mentioned in the crypto reserve. All of a sudden, Brad Garlinghouse shows up to the crypto summit. Now, you have to be very smart to realize what's happening. And I'm gonna tell you the next thing that's happening is that Brad Garlinghouse and Trump are very closely connected. Now, I don't like Eric Trump. Now, I'll be honest with you. Like I said, I came out and said I like Trump for business and I like Trump for cryptocurrency. Everything else, I'm not going to argue with you, because I'm not going to go either way, because this is what I do. So I think Trump is better. He made some mistakes. I did not like the meme coin launch. I do not like some of the things that he's doing that traditionally presidents didn't do business-wise. Don't like that. But overall, I think he's probably better for crypto and probably better for business and the economy in the short term. Now, long term, I don't know. Short term, yeah. But I think his son is a little dirty, and I think Eric Trump is an opportunist. So now look at that situation like a businessman. Now I can get mad. Eric Trump is doing some dirt. No, I'm saying, look, man, Eric Trump probably did do the launch of the meme coin. He probably did do some of this other stuff. Now, if I think he's dirty, which I think he is a little bit dirty, Brad Garlinghouse is a businessman. Now, businessmen are not bound by that political stuff, or he's gonna do what's best for his company. Now, what I would do is I would give some money some type of way to Eric Trump, make sure I'm top of list when it comes to cryptocurrency and administration. Now, this has been happening since time immemorial, since the Roman Empire. Bribes got you political influence. Now, if I was Brad Garlinghouse, and I think he's a genius, I think that he got to Eric Trump, gave him some money. There's also a large transfer of XRP that happened last week. And I think that it was unknown wallet. Nobody knew where it came from. It was like 200 million. Now, I think that was somehow sent to the Trump family. Now, XRP, then 3 days later, XRP's lawsuit is over. Now, if you look at the blockchain, I'm not saying, just look at the news. Don't listen to what I'm saying. That was a large transfer, I think, of around 200 million. It went to an unknown wallet. All of a sudden, the lawsuit's over. And now, what that payment, I believe, was for XRP to be top of mind in this administration. There's already been signs of it. Now, you can argue about political, they shouldn't do that. Well, if you're smart enough to see the writing on the wall, you invest in those things that it could be corrupt, could not. I'm not going to argue that. That's not my job here. But that's what we're seeing. That's what's probably going to happen with XRP, more than likely. And a lot of people don't see it. A lot of people did not see this coming. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe and like. I'm normally not like this. I'm in Puerto Rico at my new house I bought in Guayama, right here in the jungle, right in the middle of the jungle. Ain't nobody around us. It's a beautiful property. I just got it, so I got to do some work to it. Got a rooftop pool. Got 2 pools, one on the bottom, one on the top. But maybe we'll have a CNC event here, but I don't know. Only like 20 people can sleep here though. Now let's see, like 10. So maybe we'll do like a CNC mastermind or something here. Once I get it painted and like updated and stuff, I don't know. Like I said, if you're new to the channel, please subscribe to the channel. And also, please like the video. I really appreciate that. We got 1,600 people in here right now. I was the one who called out all this stuff before everybody else. You made money with XRP, I should get a super chat, but if you don't give me a super chat, please drop those money bags. I knew this was coming from the beginning. I'm telling you what's coming next. XRP will be number 2. Now, I hate to say that because I love Ethereum, but I'm not a person who's bound by emotions. Now, if I see something coming, regardless of how I feel about it, I'm still going to capitalize off the money. I'll make money off of it, right? Is for a year, and I said this. Remember, I said I thought Ethereum was going to be the #1 crypto. Now, Ethereum is having huge development problems. They're falling behind. I still think Ethereum has a lot of potential, but the momentum behind XRP right now will more than likely have it surpass Ethereum sometime in the next year. And I'm sorry to say it, even though I love Ethereum, it's one of my biggest holdings. Behind XRP is #3. I just think that that's the momentum coming. I appreciate the super chat, Emu Burger, Emoji Burger. Thank you so much. But that's what I'm saying. Now, if you want to join the CNC, which is our trading group, we got classes, courses. Now we got a new app launching in 2 weeks. We have events all over the country, all over the world. It's coming next year. Please go to jointhecnc.com. I'll put it here in the chat. And join us, Appreciate the super chats, guys. Thank you so much. Got 1,700 people in there, so please subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so. We drop a lot of XRP information, a lot of cryptocurrency, a lot of stocks, because this is what we do here. We talk about 2 things. We talk about emerging technology mostly, but we talk about, and within emerging technology, we talk about cryptocurrency, we talk about emerging technology stocks, Tesla, AI stocks, quantum computers, future stocks, EVs, things like that. We don't talk about Coca-Cola and all that other stuff. We only talk about emerging technology, and we talk about cryptocurrency. Chris God says, y'all stop getting scammed. It speaks for itself. I don't have to scam nobody. I don't know what I'm scamming for. I mean, I'm giving stuff away for free. I don't ask anybody to buy nothing. I made my money independently, so I don't know what I'm scamming, but somebody always wants to say the word scam. Scam to me, the word scam is used by people. There are such things as real scammers out there, but then if somebody doesn't have the IQ high enough to understand what's going on, it's easier just to call something a scam. It's a lot easier to do that because the IQ is not high enough to understand that there's different categories of things. And people do this a lot with cryptocurrency. Deborah Ray, I appreciate you. They say, well, this other coin was a rug pull, so all coins are rug pulls, and all coins are scams, because I don't have the brain power to differentiate which a scam and not. So it's easier mentally for a low IQ person to just put everything in one category and move on. And that's what you have to stop yourself from doing, because mentally it's easier to do that. People don't like to think. Some people don't have the IQ to think, but some people they don't want to be, they're too lazy to think. You have to be able to, sometimes I've gotten scammed before. The first time I ever got into cryptocurrency, the first time, 2011, I got $500. I appreciate the super chat, Guy Bear 90. Appreciate that so much. So if you ever go to Long Island, yeah, I go to, I think you heard about Long Island, New York. I go up there a lot. So the first time I got into crypto, I got $500 worth of crypto from a dude in the street. Went online, dude told me he could, this is 12, 13, 14 years ago. He told me I can double your crypto. Didn't know what it was, sent the money to him. Of course, he stole it. I lost $500, which now that was like 3 Bitcoin, which is what, $300,000 now? I didn't quit. Oh God, everything's a scam. I'm just gonna quit. All the crypto's a scam. No, I said, well, if the guy, it was valuable enough for him to go through that much work to steal it, it must be something. So then I went down the path that led me where I am today, multi-millionaire, mostly off cryptocurrency, investing and also building businesses and getting acquired by cryptocurrency, and talking to you good people right now. So I never would have got this far if I would have, no, all crypto's a scam. I quit. Dirty scammers. Some people will do that for 10 years because they got scammed once. I got a friend like that. Get scammed once, done with everything. But you shouldn't be like that. You should be, well, there's going to be scammers out there. Now, if something is valuable enough to scam, then it must be worth something. So I'm going to figure out the right way to do it. Thank you for your daily content. XRP Portal is going to have generational wealth. I agree with you there. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe to the channel. And please like the video. We got 1,700 people here. The most we've had in a while, but only 400 likes. I need more likes. We need at least 1,000 likes. So please drop those likes. I would really appreciate it. So somebody says, sorry I'm late from the UK. Is the lawsuit confirmed over? Nah, the lawsuit is confirmed. It's confirmed. Brad Garlinghouse himself confirmed that the lawsuit is over. Now, the lawsuit was over last Thursday. I told you guys it was over. When they had that secret closed doors meeting, the lawsuit was over then. And I said that in a video last week. I said they'll let it out later, but that was it. And I said that last week because that's what that meeting was about. And you have to be able to see through you read between the lines. And that's the way you make a ridiculous amount of money, is because you're not like everybody else. Somebody says your CNC Discord disappeared. Yeah, just DM me. I'm sorry, just DM me on Instagram and I'll send you the contact information for our support line. Get you back on there. We got 500 likes, but 1,700 people. We're still missing about 1,000 likes. I wish I could pick up my camera and show you this property, but I really like it here. It's still got, I don't like those wooden poles though. I'm taking all those down. But like I said, I just got it. I don't like the pink paint either. I'm gonna paint it like gray. But you know, I just got it like this. But it's nice that we got a pool for the kids on the roof and a hot tub downstairs. It's dirty though. I gotta clean it. But it's gonna be about 3-4 months to get it to where I really want it. Somebody said, what about the SEC website? It doesn't matter because Brad Garlinghouse said it. Now, the thing about it is that Brad Garlinghouse is not a crypto kid on funpump.com. That's what you got to remember. It's not, this is not the same thing. Brad Garlinghouse has investors. Brad Garlinghouse is a CEO registered in the government of a corporation. He can't go out and say things like this. Now, some kid pumping a coin called Monkey Coin can do that to you. He can say whatever he wants and then hide with a mask on like crypto people do. I don't understand why people trust that, but and then run off into the forest with your money. Brad Garlinghouse can't do that. You know who he is. If he does that, the SEC has another lawsuit on him. He can't do that. So if he actually said, yes, the lawsuit's over, he would have never said it otherwise because he's not going to risk his position. Now, that's what you have to understand about people. Everybody's not equal. Brad Garlinghouse is not a crypto a kid from Venezuela selling you some crazy coin that you know. It's not the same thing. Just like penny stocks are not like major corporations. A penny stock will scam you. You can buy a shell corporation, pump a penny stock up, and then run off into the sunset. Nobody knows. But Apple's not going to do that. You have to know the difference. Just because they're both stocks doesn't mean they both operate and act the same way. I actually got Starlink out here. It works pretty good. It's actually like I'm getting like 50, 60 megabits a second consistently. It's faster than my house in Florida. Well, Starlink is pretty cool. Now I'm not gonna live in I'm gonna eventually live in Puerto Rico, but I'm not gonna live here yet. So my plans with this house is to build it up, Airbnb the bottom part for about 3 years until I get myself situated until I can move here. And I'm probably gonna just live 6 months here, 6 months in Florida from that point on. Yeah, so if you're new to the channel, please, I would really appreciate it if you subscribe. I really would, and also like the video. So far, the SEC has dropped the lawsuits against Coinbase, Uniswap, and Kraken. Reports are suggesting that SEC is even debating classifying XRP as a commodity instead of a security. Now, that's going to be a big move for XRP too, because what's going to happen is that once it's a commodity, if it's classified by the SEC as a commodity instead of a security, now security, almost all securities are speculative in one way or another. Like, why do we buy Tesla? We don't buy Tesla because it's a good company and it's going to go up 4% a year. No, we don't do that. We buy Tesla because we're hoping that the company continues to expand, innovate, and grow. And that's how we're going to make our money, by the growth of the company. So all stocks, in a way, are somewhat speculative, which means we're buying on the hope that something will happen into the future. Now, a commodity is different because a commodity is like salt. Commodity is like oil, right? Is that the prices are pretty much stable. And remember this, that's what we talked about when we talked about XRP not being market cap not mattering, this is what we're talking about, because market caps do not matter with commodities. I've said this for years, that the market cap argument that XRP cannot get to 1,000, 10,000, or even 100 one day well off into the future was wrong. And people said, what about market cap? It will be a 74 quadrillion market cap. You're wrong. It's always some corporate guy. I can't do my corporate guy voice. I'm not in the studio, but I'll try. Well, I don't know what's going on. You'll say that XRP could get to 1,000, but you're not looking at market cap. And market cap is a very important metric when you're dealing with things like this. You're an idiot. You're an idiot. And I'm not going to listen to some idiot influencer that tells me that market cap does not matter. And I'm like, and they're always wearing, for some reason, cargo shorts, always golf shirts. Don't really take care of themselves. I don't know why corporate dudes do that. Don't really have personalities, but that's besides the point. Is that people will tend to, is that because they try to get you with market cap. Now, market cap only applies to stocks and things like that. Now, market cap is not a product. You know what a commodity is? Wood. All that wood is bananas back there. Behind my house is a banana orchard. Bananas are commodities. Now, when I go cut a bunch of bananas off and I sell it at market, if I was going to do that, nobody comes up and says, wow, you got these bananas for $4. I mean, wouldn't that put the market cap of bananas at 72 quadrillion? I'm not going to buy those bananas. I mean, nobody does that. They just, oh, a banana's $4. I'll take that banana. Thank you for the banana. Shake your hand. That's how bananas are sold, because bananas are commodities. If XRP is a commodity, then that market cap argument that we've always talked about is thrown completely out the window. We don't use market cap with commodities. And that's what we've been talking about for years. Now, the SEC is contemplating right now classifying XRP as a commodity. If it's a commodity, what happens is that the price of XRP is rapidly readjusted and reanalyzed, and and we have to figure out what is XRP's value right now to society. So if it's classified as a commodity, or if society accepts it as a commodity, wherever that price of XRP is now to where it's supposed to be, rapidly gets closed. Rapidly. Because now all of a sudden it's universally understood that market cap doesn't matter with that. So now all those market cap arguments are out the window. So if they do classify it as a commodity, it's one more step towards that 100, 200, 500, whatever price that we've been talking about over the years. I need you guys to share a lot to your friends, put the word share in the comments. Also, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, I'd really appreciate it if you subscribe, like the video. If you made money, you've been doing well, you like my information, please drop a super chat. But the SEC right now is contemplating making XRP a commodity instead of a security. That means that it goes under a whole different set of rules. That means that it will be the only crypto that is a commodity, that is legally a commodity instead of a security. XRP has a clear path to $20 let's say $10 to $20 by the end of the year. So it says, I expected a bigger pump after the SEC case ended. I mean, let's think about this. The SEC case ended. We're in a down market. We're in a down market now. Remember this. Everything's going down. XRP, let's see where it's at. In the last hour, XRP is up 17%. And you say, I expected a bigger pump. See, that's how people are. That's what would you expect it to do? Now, remember this. Let me explain that. Somebody said Bitcoin is a commodity. Bitcoin has not been classified as a commodity. It's still a speculative asset. You're wrong about that. For Millie TV, you're extremely wrong about Bitcoin being a commodity. Now, there may be some people that themselves that see it as a commodity. The marketplace, the dynamics, and how the government sees Bitcoin is a speculative asset. It's not a commodity. It's not. And now I like Bitcoin. That's my biggest holding. But it's not a commodity. It's a speculative asset. We buy it. We don't buy it hoping to use it one day. or somebody else is going to use it. We buy Bitcoin now, hoping the price goes up, we sell it later. That's what we're buying it for. Most people are. Maybe some of the Bitcoin maxis believe in the long-term use case. I believe in some of that. But nobody, 80% of people buying Bitcoin are not buying it except to sell it to somebody else later on down the line. It's a speculative asset. Somebody said when you're not, I would expect a bigger pump. You're talking about 17% in less than an hour. Now the news came out 48 minutes ago. Now, I'm sorry, 50 minutes ago. So you're expecting it to triple. This again, I have to reiterate, this is not a meme coin. This is not a low volume meme coin or some crazy coin or Pepe or something coming up. This is, you have to understand, you're not going to see Nvidia go up 80% in one day. It's the market cap is too big. Now, market cap does apply to stuff like this. It doesn't matter. It doesn't limit things, but I would say it's not so much the market cap. It's more about the liquidity, money flowing in and out of the asset. Well, XRP is the third biggest or fourth biggest, depending on the day. There's so much money flowing in and out, both shorts and longs, that the price cannot move as much as, let's say, a meme coin. A meme coin could spike up 80% in one day. There's a lot of inflow capital comes in. It pushes the price up. Now, when inflow capital comes into XRP, remember, there's people there are people that are selling because they made 20% in one day. Why not sell? Some of the hedge funds are selling because a lot of hedge funds are in that. A lot of hedge funds are accumulating it. A lot of people are there's derivatives on XRP, a lot more than other cryptos. So all of those things tends to slow down volatility. Now, if we got a meme coin that nobody knows about that was dropped yesterday, yeah, it goes up 80, 90% a day. That's different. You have to understand the differences in a highly liquid, high volume, high market cap asset in cryptocurrency as opposed to some low asset that has no derivatives yet, only been out of 2 weeks. Of course, it can go up 80, 90%. Derivatives and all those things around XRP slows the volatility down. Now, that doesn't mean we're not going to get to $5, $6 in 2 weeks. It means that it's not going to happen in one day because all of those things happen and slow it down. It's like a car with a bunch of, like a truck with a bunch of things in the back. It's going to be slower than a truck with nothing in there. You can't compare the two. Bitcoin doesn't go up 100% in one day no more. It doesn't happen. Back in the early days, all of this stuff happened. Bitcoin would go up 80% a day. I remember. And that was normal. But as it matured, as derivatives came to the market, as there's more money and liquidity around Bitcoin, the volatility gets slowed down. Please share the live. Please like the video if you haven't done so. I would really appreciate it. If you would subscribe to the channel, we talk a lot about XRP, emerging technology stocks, cryptocurrency. A lot of people have made a lot of money based on what we predicted over the last few years. If you made money, drop those money backs. Don't charge you for it. Just show up to the lives and be dedicated. The average, somebody said there are stocks that don't do 17% a year. The average return on the stock market is roughly 9 to 10% a year, if you count it down in good years. And if somebody opens up a fund, a hedge fund or whatever that makes 12, 13% a year, you never have to look for capital because people will knock the doors down to invest in your hedge fund. We have to get more realistic about returns. If you don't, you will lose everything you have trying to get rich in one particular thing. Now, I talk a lot when I go live in my private community, CNC, is that when that it's easier for me if I can get a stock crypto or asset and I can buy one, do an option or something and make 24% and I get out. When I've done that, I've reduced risk. I've also made my money and have some of it off the table, right? And let's say I want to make 100% return on my money. So there's two ways I can do that. I put it all in one and hope to double it in one stock, which is risky. As the price goes up, the risk goes up. Or I can do the other thing. What I can do is I can make 24% 3 times in 3 different stocks. And I made 100%. What's easier to do? It's easier to pick stocks and assets going to do 24% and then take it out of one, put it in another, put it in another. I've doubled my money. Or I could just put it all in one and just hope that it goes up and then lose everything. We have to get more realistic about returns. Crypto, the returns in cryptocurrency are coming down. That's why you ain't heard in the last 3-4 months somebody making 3,000% on the crypto, because crypto is maturing. Those returns are coming down, and we're still chasing those Pepe and those other types of returns now. It's not going to be in the forward. It's not going to going forward. It's not going to be like that. It's not going to be like that. You have to understand that maybe we'll get 200% in a year. Maybe by the end of this year, XRP may be at $15. That's like 2% a day for the next 6 months, maybe 1.5%. It won't be. It's not going to be exciting every day. It's going to go up 40%. It's going to drop 10%. They go up another 30%, maybe 2%. It's not going to be overnight because the lawsuit's over. Now we're going to gain. Where we're at? Where we at with XRP? Now we're going to be at $3, $4, $5 sometime end of this month, early next month. But we're not going to $100 overnight. That's not going to happen. You got to get that out of your head. That's not going to happen. No, it's not going to happen. You got to get that out of your head. We'll be lucky if we get to 15, 20 by the end of the year. And that's an incredible return. We're at 250 now. You're talking about 9, 10 times return in less than 8 months. If you're not happy with that, then you're greedy and you're going to lose everything you got. I need you guys to please subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so. Also like the video. We got 800 likes, but 1,600 people in here watching. So we need some more likes, and we also need some more subscribers. Please subscribe. You can't expect for things to go up overnight. It just don't happen like that. That's not how things work. It's just not how things work. And now if you got into crypto 10 years ago, yeah, it worked like that all the time. But now it's not going to be like that. The market's not the same no more. See, this dude Chris is mad. Lucky if we get to 15, 20 by the end of the year. Yeah, $20 at the end of the year. Let's say 25, 20 to 25. That's a 10 times return. Like, what the heck, bro? You don't 10 times? and you're not happy about that. But on the other end, remember, you may look at that and say, I don't like that. I'd rather go with a meme coin. XRP is going to go up to, let's say 25 at the end of the year. But you also carry along with it a much lower risk than any other cryptocurrency, because it's almost guaranteed to go up $20 to $20, $30, $20, $25. Now, a meme coin, yeah, you may get 100 times, but you also can lose everything. It's 50-50, not probably less than that. 30% chance you make 50 times your money. Let's say 10% chance, 90% you lose everything. Now that's too much of a risk reward ratio for me. Nah, it's still good, I guess, but I'm just actually I would still take that deal, but I have to make up another example. But it's still, like, you understand, XRP's risk right at this point is extraordinarily low because it's artificially undervalued. Still, it's not going to be in a few months, but it is now. Now the ETFs, now people are going to start following ETFs over the next few days. You're going to see a rash of XRP ETFs coming out. Somebody says, sorry, bro, I'd rather listen to the CEO of Ripple. Yeah, that's good. I understand that. Go over to watch him if you want. But make sure you subscribe to the channel first. Rich, good afternoon. I'm thinking ahead here. What would happen if the next elections bring on anti-crypto personnel in our government? Hopefully, Rich, before that, crypto would be so solidified that we won't be able to do that. So hopefully that's going to happen. We'll see. And remember, most of XRP's gains came last year when we were talking about it when it was at 40 cents. A lot of y'all stayed on the sidelines until that's really what I was really hoping that everybody listened was when XRP was at 30, 40 cents. That's when I really was drilling on. That's when I bought a lot, because that's when the real gains are coming. Now, if it goes to 20, you've made at that time 60 times your money. Now, that's life-changing money that you will never be the same again if you put in enough from the beginning. Now you got to remember a lot of the gains in XRP are already gone. So if you got in 30%, you got in at 30 cents, let's say 33 cents to be fair, to be even, and it gets to 20, that's 60 times your money. Every dollar you put in is 60. Now every thousand you put is 60,000. But now that we're already at 250, even if you put, now it's only going to be 8 times your money if we get to $20. That's a big difference. That's the people that got in early are 60 times and you're at 8 times. That's a 8 times difference. You know, that's why you have to get in these things early. You have to get into these things early. You can't. I appreciate you buying a membership in Iris. Thank you so much. But there's still a lot of potential still left. And XRP did spike up, so it's going to come down a little bit. Then it's going to spike up again and come down. That's how things work. So don't get scared if it comes down 2 or 3%. Most of the gains that happen over the week, not the day. Let me say it again. Most of the gains in XRP after this lawsuit's over will happen over the next 7 days. Now, all of it's not going to happen this tonight. Now, there's going to be ups, impulses, and corrections. Impulses and corrections the entire way up because there's people out there that don't believe it. There's people that's going to short the spikes. There's people they're going to try to take advantage of the volatility. So it's not going to happen tonight. It will happen over the next week or maybe even 2 weeks. We're going to see go from 250 to 3, like we saw after the election. We didn't get all the gains the night of the election. XRP took 3 weeks to move up from 48 cents to $3.84. It took 4 weeks. Let me make sure I get that right. How long it took for that gain to happen. And this is the same type of movements we're going to see now. Now, if we go back to the election, right before the election, we were at 50 cents. So it took us, before we got to the peak, we didn't get to the height of XRP until January 16th. Now, actually, let me see. Let me do it again. We got the first peak at 12:17. So it took us 11/6, 12/17. It took us over 11/11. It took us over a month for that entire run to happen. 4 weeks. So it's going to take 4 weeks for this run to happen. Maybe 3 because it's a bigger event, but it's going to take a while. It's not going to be overnight. We're not going to quadruple our XRP tonight. It's not going to happen. Somebody says, speak on trust and charities to hold crypto. People talk a lot about trust and all this stuff, but it's very difficult to avoid taxes for the little man. I mean, the little man, I mean, anybody under 100 million. A trust has benefits and also has problems, right? Is that a trust legally is not your money. It's a trust. The trust is separate from you. You could own the trust, but you're not really supposed to be involved in the trust's business dealings. That's what that's what a trust is. You entrust somebody else to manage this stuff. So people think that they're avoiding taxes, and you can do some of that. That's what a trust is. Like if I want to do a trust for my kids, I enable a lawyer to control the money for my kids' future. I'm entrusting the lawyer to do that. So technically, it's not my money anymore. You see, and the same thing goes for other types of trust. Is that there are different ones, revocable, irrevocable stuff. I don't want to get into those differences, but you understand is that when you do that, now you can no longer use that stuff as collateral because it's not yours. So it's upsides and downsides to trust. Some money goes into a trust, but you're not going to avoid all taxes. I know a dude that used to work for me. I put my money in a trust, don't have to pay tax. He's so stupid. He's an idiot. But that doesn't work like that. It doesn't work like that 100%. Now, everything is normally gray area. It's not 100%. So some of that does work, but some of it doesn't. It takes a variety of things to lower your tax burden, not just put all money in trust and that's it. No, it doesn't work like that. You have to, then you can minimize your taxes somewhat. Like if I put money in a trust for my kids, you minimize your taxes, but it's tax deferred sometimes because my kids end up paying it when they take it out later down the line. So it's tax deferred a lot of times, but it's hard to avoid taxes like all these influencers tell you online. You need to focus on making money first. Taxes are a problem you got down the line. That's what I don't understand is that a lot of people talk about taxes before they make money. Now, you got to make the money first. That's your first, second, third, fourth concern. The fifth concern is how to save on taxes. Make the money first. Figure out how to make some money. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, please. And I would also appreciate it if you would like the video. Put all your efforts into making the money first. Then secondly, yeah, you can get the taxes later. So I'm gonna give you guys about 5 minutes to ask any questions. Please drop a super chat if you've been making money. If you like the content also, please subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so and like the video. Appreciate the super chat, Shevet, $4. Appreciate your insight, Sister Soldier. Thank you so much. Who else got it? Mel Low, I appreciate it. Do you think the run will have bigger gains this election run? I think so. I think these gains will be bigger than the election run over a longer period of time, though. How can you leverage your XRP? You can take out loans against it. Rich says, good afternoon. I'm thinking way ahead of what would happen if I already answered that question. Like I said, I appreciate all of you guys' super chats. Do you think they will begin staking XRP? You can't stake XRP. Maybe if they change the system, but you can loan it out, and you could loan it out to people, or you could take out mortgages against it and other types of business loans. You can borrow against your cryptocurrency. Somebody said, Daryl says it. Do you have any live events coming up in Tampa? Yeah, next week we're gonna let you guys come into the studio or the week after to do a live. It's at 10:30 in the morning though. On Mondays and Wednesdays, you can come to the studio and we'll do a live. We're gonna go live there. So just DM me on Instagram and I'll get you connected, Daryl, or anybody else in Tampa. Did my brother sent you a link to follow you now? Thank you. I appreciate you, Mahid Kai. I hope I said your name right. What are the tax implications for taking profit from crypto at the end of the year? It depends on how long you had it. If you had it for over a year, it's capital gains. Had it for less than a year, it's regular income. Depends. Art Caffeine said I'm already a subscriber. I thought you went to go see Brad Garlinghouse, Art. Guess not. Maybe he's offline now. Maybe he's not talking no more. What is the name of the app you're releasing? It's my private community app, Chestnut Checkers University. Can you realistically see XRP at 1,000 in the next 2 to 3 years? Probably not. Maybe in the next 10 years. Are you going to convert some of your Ethereum to XRP? Nah, I'll just buy more Ethereum. Like I said, I hope you guys have a great day. Thank you for joining. Please drop a super chat. Please, here's the join the CNC. We got a new app dropping, and the price is gonna go up after that. So you'll get locked in at the lower price forever. Buy it now. Like I said, I hope you guys have a great night. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please subscribe. And I appreciate each and every one of you. See you on Monday. I'll be back in Tampa and back at